Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Alex's English Podcast. I'm Alex, and I'm happy to see you here again.
Hi, I'm Sophia. Today we want to talk about something very important for anyone learning English. Finding your motivation, or, as we say, finding your why.
That's right, Sophia. Motivation is like the fuel that keeps you going. Learning English can be hard sometimes. And when you feel tired or confused, motivation helps you keep moving forward.
Many learners study English without thinking about why they want to learn it. They might say, I want to learn English, but that is too general. When you don't have a clear reason, it's easy to feel lost or give up.
So today, we will talk about what motivation really is, why finding your personal why is so important, and how it can change your learning experience.
We will also share tips to help you find your own motivation and keep it strong every day. Because when you know why you learn, your English study becomes more fun and meaningful.
Exactly. When you find your why, you don't just study English for tests or homework. You study because it helps you achieve your dreams, like traveling, working, or making new friends.
And when your goal connects to your real life and passions, you feel more excited to learn and practice English every day.
So if you've ever wondered, why am I learning English? Or how can I stay motivated? This episode is for you.
Stay with us, take notes, and let's discover your motivation together.
You're listening to Alex's English Podcast. Let's get started and find your why. Welcome back. Now that we know motivation is important, let's understand what motivation really means. Sophia, how would you explain motivation?
Motivation is the reason or the desire that makes us want to do something. It's what pushes us to take action, even when things get hard. When we talk about learning English, motivation is the energy that helps us keep studying every day.
That's a great explanation. There are actually two main types of motivation, extrinsic and intrinsic. Let me explain extrinsic motivation first.
Sure. Extrinsic motivation means you learn or do something because of an external reward. For example, you might want to learn English to get a good job, earn money, or get a certificate.
Or maybe you want to learn English because your family or teachers tell you to. These are all external reasons. They come from outside you.
Extrinsic motivation can be very helpful, especially at the beginning. It gives you a clear goal or reward to work towards. But sometimes, if the external rewards stop, your motivation can disappear too.
That's why intrinsic motivation is also very important. Intrinsic means motivation that comes from inside you. It's when you learn English because you enjoy it or feel it is meaningful.
For example, you might love watching English movies and want to understand them without subtitles. Or maybe you like meeting new people and want to make friends from different countries.
When you have intrinsic motivation, learning English feels fun and interesting. You don't feel like it's a boring task. Instead, it's something you want to do because it makes you happy or proud.
Both extrinsic and intrinsic motivation are important. They work together to help you keep learning. Sometimes, you start with an external reason, like passing an exam, but later you find you really enjoy the language.
Yes, motivation can change and grow. It's normal for your reasons to be different at different times. The key is to be aware of your motivation and use it to help your learning.
Also, motivation is not always constant. Some days you feel very motivated, and other days you feel tired or distracted. That's okay. The important thing is to keep going, even when motivation is low.
To help with that, it's useful to remind yourself why you started learning English in the first place. Write down your reasons and look at them when you feel low.
Yes, seeing your why every day can give you energy and focus. You can put your reasons on a note or phone wallpaper, or tell a friend about them.
Another tip is to set small goals connected to your motivation. For example, if you want to travel, set a goal to learn 10 travel words every week. When your goal matches your motivation, you feel more excited to study.
Remember, motivation is like a fire. It needs care and attention to keep burning. If you ignore it, it can go out. But if you feed it with goals, fun activities, and positive thoughts, it will grow stronger.
So motivation is the reason we learn English. It can come from outside, like rewards or praise, or from inside, like love and interest. Both types are important and help us succeed.
Understanding your motivation helps you study smarter and enjoy the journey more. Don't be afraid to think deeply about your reasons and use them every day.
In the next part, we'll talk about why finding your personal why is so important and how it helps you stay motivated for the long run.
Stay with us.
Welcome back. So far, we have talked about what motivation is and the two main types, extrinsic and intrinsic. Now let's talk about why it is so important to find your personal why when learning English.
Yes. Finding your why means discovering your own special reason for learning English. It's not just any reason. It's the one that truly matters to you.
When you know your personal why, learning becomes more meaningful. It's no longer just about studying a language. It's about reaching your dreams and goals.
For example, if your why is to travel and meet new people, every word you learn helps you imagine yourself talking with new friends in a different country. This makes learning exciting and real.
Without a strong why, it's easy to lose interest. You might study for a few days and then stop because you don't see a clear purpose. But if your why is strong, it keeps you going even when learning is hard.
Yes, the why gives you energy during difficult times. When you face a hard grammar lesson or forget words, your why reminds you why it's worth the effort.
Another important thing is that your why helps you choose the right methods and goals. When you know what you want, you can focus on learning what is most useful for you.
For example, if your why is to get a better job, you can focus on business English, emails, and meetings. If your why is to watch movies, you might focus more on listening and vocabulary for everyday conversations.
This makes your learning more efficient. You spend time on things that help you most, not on random topics that might not be useful.
Also, knowing your why helps you set clear goals. Instead of a vague goal like learn English, you set a goal like learn 20 new words about travel this month, or practice speaking for 10 minutes every day.
When goals are connected to your why, they feel exciting and doable. You are more likely to finish them and feel proud.
Many learners tell me that when they found their personal why, their English study changed completely. It became more enjoyable and successful.
It's important to remember that your why can change over time. When you start learning, your reason might be simple, like passing a test. Later, your why can grow and become deeper, like wanting to connect with people or understand different cultures.
That's normal and okay. Your why is personal and flexible. The key is to keep checking in with yourself and remember why you study.
One practical tip is to write down your why in a notebook or on a card. Look at it every day, especially when you feel tired or want to quit.
You can also share your why with friends or teachers. Talking about your goals helps you stay motivated and get support.
So to summarize, finding your why is important because it gives your learning meaning and energy, helps you keep going when things are hard, guides you to choose the right goals and methods, makes your goals clear and more exciting.
When you know your why, English learning is not just a task, it's a personal journey toward your dreams.
Next, we will share some practical tips to keep your motivation alive every day.
Stay with us, and let's keep growing together.
Welcome back, everyone. We've talked about what motivation is and why finding your personal why is so important. Now, let's talk about some tips to keep your motivation alive every day.
Yes, Alex. Motivation can be strong one day and weak the next. That's normal. But there are ways to keep it steady so you don't lose your passion for learning English.
The first tip is to set small, clear goals. When your goals are too big, like, I want to be fluent in English, it can feel overwhelming. But small goals, like, learn 5 new words today or watch 1 English video, feel doable and give you quick wins.
Achieving these small goals makes you feel proud and motivated to keep going. It's like climbing a mountain step by step instead of trying to jump to the top in one leap.
The second tip is to create a daily learning habit. Try to study or practice English every day, even if it's just for 10 or 15 minutes. Making learning a part of your daily routine helps you stay consistent and makes progress feel natural.
For example, you can listen to an English podcast during your morning walk or review vocabulary before bedtime. These small moments add up and build your skills over time.
Another important tip is to find a learning community or study partner. Learning with others can be very motivating. You can share ideas, ask questions, practice speaking, and encourage each other.
Yes! Joining an English club, attending online classes, or chatting with friends who also learn English makes your journey less lonely and more fun.
Plus, when you see others working hard, it can inspire you to keep going too.
The fourth tip is to reward yourself for your efforts. When you reach a goal or complete a study session, give yourself a small reward. It could be a favorite snack, a break to watch a fun video, or something you enjoy.
Rewards create positive feelings about learning. Your brain starts to connect study time with good emotions, making you want to learn more.
Another way to keep motivation alive is to vary your learning activities. Don't just stick to textbooks. Watch English movies, listen to music, read interesting stories, or play language games.
Variety keeps your brain interested and helps you learn different skills, like listening, speaking, and reading. It also makes learning more enjoyable.
And don't forget to track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to record what you learn each day or week. Seeing your improvements over time gives you confidence and motivation.
Sometimes learners forget how far they have come. When you look back and see the new words you know or how much better your listening is, it encourages you to keep going.
Finally, try to stay positive and patient. Learning English takes time, and it's normal to make mistakes or forget things. Instead of feeling discouraged, focus on your progress and enjoy the process.
Remember, every little step forward is success. Your motivation may change, but if you keep these tips in mind, you can maintain a steady and joyful learning journey.
So to summarize, set small goals, build daily habits, learn with others, reward yourself, try different activities, track progress, and keep a positive attitude.
Thank you for listening to Alex's English podcast. We hope these tips help you stay motivated and enjoy your English learning every day.
Keep practicing, believe in yourself, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Let's talk about some important tips to help you keep your motivation alive while learning English. Staying motivated can be a challenge, but with the right habits, you can enjoy your learning journey much more.
Absolutely. The first tip is to set small, clear, and achievable goals. When your goals are simple and specific, it's easier to stay motivated because you can see your progress clearly.
For example, instead of saying, I want to learn a lot of English, try something like, I will learn 5 new words every day, or I will watch 1 short English video every morning. Small goals like these feel doable and keep you moving forward.
When you reach these small goals, you feel a sense of success. This success makes you want to continue learning and helps build a positive habit.
The second tip is to create a daily learning habit. It's much better to study English a little every day than to study for a long time one day and then stop for several days.
Exactly. Even just 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a big difference over time. You can listen to an English podcast while having breakfast, practice speaking during your commute, or review vocabulary before going to sleep.
Making learning a part of your daily routine helps it become natural. When it becomes a habit, you don't have to think hard about motivation. You just do it automatically.
The third tip is to find a group of friends or a community to study with. Learning together with others gives you support and encouragement.
Joining an English club, online group, or study partner can make learning more fun. You can practice speaking, share learning tips, ask questions, and celebrate your progress together.
When you see others working hard, it inspires you to keep going too. Plus, you get help when you feel stuck or confused.
The fourth tip is very important. Reward yourself when you reach a goal. Rewards make learning positive and enjoyable.
Rewards don't have to be big. It can be something simple like a small treat, watching your favorite show, or taking a break to do something you love.
When you reward yourself, your brain connects learning with good feelings. This helps you want to study more and feel happy about your progress.
And remember, learning English is a journey with ups and downs. Sometimes you will feel motivated, and other times less so. These tips will help you stay steady and enjoy the process.
So to summarize, set small, clear goals, make English a daily habit, learn with friends or community, and reward yourself for your efforts.
These simple steps can make a big difference in how you feel about learning and how much you improve.
Thank you for listening to Alex's English Podcast. We hope these tips help you keep your motivation strong and your English growing every day.
Keep practicing. Stay positive, and we'll see you in the next episode.
We've come to the end of our episode about motivation and finding your personal why for learning English. Let's quickly review why this is so important.
When you find your why, you discover your true reason for learning English. It's not just about studying or passing tests. It's about something meaningful to you, like your dreams, your job, or your passion.
This personal reason gives you energy and focus. It helps you stay motivated even when learning feels hard or you feel tired.
Without a clear why, learning can feel like a boring task. But with it, learning becomes exciting and enjoyable.
So our advice for you today is to take some time to think deeply about your own why. Why do you want to learn English? What will English help you do?
Write down your reason in 1 or 2 sentences. Keep it somewhere you can see every day, on your desk, phone, or notebook.
Reading your why daily reminds you of your purpose and helps you keep going, especially on difficult days.
You can also share your why with friends, family, or your study group. Talking about your goals helps you feel more confident and supported.
Remember, your why can change as you grow. That's okay. The important thing is to keep checking in with yourself and adjust your goals to fit your changing dreams.
So today, start your journey by writing 1 simple sentence about why you want to learn English.
Then share it with someone you trust and take 1 small step toward that goal today. Maybe learn a new word, watch a short video, or practice speaking for 5 minutes.
Every small step counts. And when your learning is connected to your personal why, You will enjoy the journey and make great progress.
Thank you so much for listening to Alex's English podcast. We hope this episode helps you find your motivation and keep your English learning strong.
Keep practicing, stay positive, and see you next time for more tips and support.